Hey, True Believers England team here. Only England team here. This is the first time we're going to be doing this show. I'm the only commentator here. Everybody else, I know Eric said he lost power, so he's not going to be able to make it, and everybody else is not here. So, X-Men Adventures, ladies and gentlemen. This was actually a choice from the Lester sisters, one of the 8 videos that they had going. So, I think this should be fun. Here's the thing, little confession time. I watched maybe I think the first season. I don't think I've ever gone beyond that. I owned the first season for a little bit, so that was fun. But I do remember actually picking these books up. It's kind of funny. I was reading a comic book series to a cartoon I never really watched, but it was the X-Men. It was the 90s. Everybody did that, right? Everybody. If it was the X-Men, you had to have it. You had to do that. All right. By the way, you guys are welcome to join if y'all want to pull up some chairs. I've got my niece and her husband here today. We went and picked them up from the airport yesterday. All right. I'm just writing in the 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and setting up the page here so I could keep scores. All righty. And that is 5, 6, 7, 8. Dun, 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 dun. So how are you guys doing? And I see you guys are talking about, I remember, let's see, Dark Admiral saying, I remember when this show was hot, Hardy's had those PVC X-Men figures. I don't think I ever got a full set. Yeah, the one thing I remember is going to Pizza Hut so I could get the DVDs or the VHS tapes of the individual episodes. I think it was the like the first 2 episodes or something, the Night of the Sentinels and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I remember from it. And then I remember hearing that they did a very faithful adaptation of the Dark Phoenix saga. So maybe I have to revisit it. I know it's on Disney Plus. So if you got Disney Plus, that is a way to check it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 VS. Let me bring it down here because, guys, also, there is only, I think this is a volume 1, and there is only 15 issues to it. So we will be looking at all 15 issues. I will not worry about time or anything because if I'm the only host, if I'm the only panel member, we're going to go through this pretty quick. So hopefully you guys definitely tell me what you think. There's no us. Tell me what you think, and so I could get your opinions. And if you're new here, by all means, let your opinions know. All righty. That being said, we're going to go for book 1. All righty. Hello to One Slick. What's up? All righty. And here we go. Book 1. Let's see what we see. This is a poster cover right here. And I like the fact that if you're a comic book fan, but you don't know the TV show exists, it's got right there, explosive action from the hit TV series. And on the other hand, if you're a TV fan, the cover reminds you that, hey, this is exactly like that. So I like that. Let's see what else we've got. Now you've got kind of a purplish light shining on Gambit, but the light is shining white a little bit there. It looks like they're all, it almost, you know how I say it's a pose cover. It also seems like it's being shot on a studio. Hello to Pixel. What's up?
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Okay, I'm not hearing you. I don't know. Is everybody else hearing Pixel and just not me? Or can you guys not hear Pixel as well?
Can you hear me?
I am not hearing him at all.
I had my voice.
So let me see about settings and see
Eric and Boy,
audio,
here's Pixel, which is
speakers. Headphones.
Sounds like opera to you? They're all saying they can hear me.
Okay, here we go. All righty, I got you. No, I fixed it. Though I had a small technical difficulty there that was not allowing me to hear you properly.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel. The volume was all the way down. I'm here looking at everything else, and then I look and I see the volume, and there we go, kids.
So,
Alrighty. There you go. Alrighty. So, yeah, I'm looking at this. It's a great poster cover, though. I'm going to give it an 8. Pixel, what do you think?
no, I'm going to disagree with you. I
Okay.
think this is great. Yes, it is a pose cover, but this is the kind of pose cover that you want to go ahead and hang onto your wall. So this is going to be a 10.
A 10.
Finally! We just started.
All right. Finally, a 10. After all those other covers just not making it. Oh, nope. Okay, we've got an 8 and a 10, and let's go to the chat.
All right, I'm going to do this all by myself for right now.
Oh, okay. You want to do all the voices?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Go right on ahead. It's all you, man.
Eric and Boyd says 9. Pretty good. Darth Kato says meow, 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 which translates roughly to 10. Nice shot of the whole group. Let's see. Michael Mouse Taylor says, oh boy. Actually, no, I agree. This is an 8. Doc Admiral Montiel says, yeah, what's up, Doc? It's 10. It's not just nostalgia. It's a good cover. One slick dude is not skipped today. It's a 9.
Eric Breen says, this sucks.
He does. Desert Rose says, oh, Mickey, it's a 9.
Alrighty, we got 9 from Desert Rose.
Eric Breen says, there is no power, just like in my home.
No, he says the no power sucks, not the cover. The cover's a 10.
And the girls are going to be on their way soon.
All right.
Because they have no internet either. They're using their phone.
Huh.
Ethereal Dragon gives us a 10 as well.
All righty. What do you think there, RDV?
10.
All right. Cool. I'm not going to score this yet. We'll let the Lesters come in. We'll move on to book 2, but I'll score it after the Lesters come in since we know they're coming in. There's 2 more scores. And there we go. As it stands, it's a 10. My guess is that really won't change. But, yeah, I'll wait for them. But for now, we can go on to book 2. Go for book 2. All right. MK comes in a little bit late, as he usually does after I put the stop, and he says 9. And with that, MK has changed it to a 9. But let's see where Amy stands.
Ooh, hi. Oh my gosh, this looks so cool though. Oh, I gotta find Melissa. These are like her favorite books ever. It's a 10. This looks really dramatic and cool. And it has a lot of.
These are the cartoons based or the comics.
Yep.
Exactly.
This was their choice. This is video 3 of 8 from the Lester sisters.
Yeah, I know it's their choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That kind of information is said to you, but directed to the audience.
Well, I wasn't saying to her. I was just saying to the audience. I said these are great because like literally, if you love the cartoon, but now it's in comic book form.
Hi, Michael. Yeah, no, and these are really neat. Like, Melissa has a lot of the artwork for some of these books too. She's kind of friends with the artist who did a lot of these, and so it's like just a book that's like really special. So this looks nice, and it's kind of neat because a lot of the cartoons are retellings of some of the classic stories. So I kind of wondered like how these kind of, having seen some of the original books now and going back and seeing some of the, more 90s versions of what those were, how they kind of add up. This looks really exciting.
Okay, and we're waiting for Melissa.
I can go try to find her, but I can pretty much guarantee you she'll give it a 10.
All righty.
Yeah. It was like getting a manga after you watch the anime.
Right? Yeah,
It was like backwards. But
Okay, and if we do assume that Melissa's giving this a 10, this puts it back into 10 territory. All righty. There you go. And with that,
why would anybody not give it a 10?
I don't know, but what we had was 2 8s and 4 9s, taking out 6 of the, or 7. Oh, wait, no. Okay, wouldn't have been. I way miscounted. Yep. All righty, let's go to book 2.
Even Rogue in there. I'm Tiny Rogue.
And Pixel. That's issue number 2.
Death of an X-Men.
I think it's Morg. Morph, not Morg. Morph.
Morg.
Morg. I told you I didn't really watch the show.
He's going to the morgue. This is good.
Morph.
I'm gonna go 9 though.
Alrighty. And how about you, RDV?
I love the expression on Jubilee's face as she's like just strangely put her mic just to get out of the grip.
Yep.
Yeah, Wolverine's doing his best. He's just tearing apart from the back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Rogue's like, I got this giant stick I'm gonna use.
Like, I feel like she's doing okay, but how much power is in that stick?
You know who's useless right now? Storm.
Hmm?
It's on the ground doing nothing.
She's just like, hold on, give me 20 minutes. I'll get some rain over here.
Yeah, so I'll give it a 10. This is great. I love it.
Alrighty.
Woo-hoo.
And how about you, Amy?
Oh, yeah, this is great. We have this huge sentinel, like, right in the middle, and he's got a good pose, and he's well anchored. And we have all of the different X-Men kind of making a circular composition around him. It just, as a composition, it has a really good rhythm. And lots of action, even the angles that all of the movement, the I-beams, actually, we've got two sets of I-beams. It just, the rhythm of the whole piece works really well. And boy, did they fill up everything shy of that trade chest. It's really, really well done. And Jubilee's face there. It's just amazing. Like, so yeah, no, this is great. I'm going to give this a 10 too.
Alrighty. Pixel.
I already ranked this.
You did. You
the first
ranked. I started with RDV.
No, you started with Pixel.
Did I? Oh, okay. What'd you rank it?
A 9.
9. Okay. What'd you rank it, RDV?
10.
All right, there we go. It's got 3 10s and 1 9 because the only problem I have with this is it looks like Storm's wig is being blown off. That's the only problem I have with this book. Otherwise, I think it's 10. Let's go to the chat here.
Okay. Here's let's see. Can I get to the I'm trying to do this on my phone, so I'm not sure how this works.
Michael Mouse Taylor starts us off with an oh boy, another 8.
Minnie Mouse says, Eric, did Coco bite through the wires?
Wasn't really this time. Let's see.
And then my chest says 9. Only because the faces are a bit off. Like every single comic book Marvel does, the faces are always they're off.
Ethereal Dragon gives this a 9.
That's not what he says, bro. You know better.
We don't like the. We can go away.
Does it really gives this a 9?
Ethereal Dragon says, blah, blah, blah. Translated, do it better.
Eric and Boyd says 9. I like the action.
We all do. Nudge, nudge, say no more.
Say no more, say no more.
One slick dude says 8. I'm not impressed with how they drew the Sentinel.
Let's see. Oh, Darth Kato. 8. What in the world is wrong with Jubilee's face? Currently, she's being squeezed by a sentinel. Oh.
She's also a teenager. She's throwing a hissy fit.
Undead Queen gives this an undead 9.
I think the book was after the cartoon. Like the cartoon was on, then they started adapting the first season, and then they just, X-Men versus Kmart Darkseid. I'll say 9. What?
What?
That's a sentinel.
Yeah, because it has I-beams, so automatically makes it Darkseid.
I guess that's kind of weird. Thanos is Kmart Darkseid. All right, Jay Lucian gives it a 10 here.
Jay Lucian gives it a 10. Let's stop. We have the Storm. You were trying to write stop, but you wrote Storm, England.
Did I? You know what?
That's fine.
I'm sunsetting at some point in time. I'll run for president because
spelling?
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, we have 2 8s taking out 2 of the 4 10s, and then we've got 8 9s. There you go. It's a 9. All right, let's grab this. And hello to everybody in the chat. If you are not voting, please do. Every vote counts, as they say. Here we actually mean it. There we go. And let's go for book 3. This time around, RDV could help out first. And book 3 kind of looks like this.
Actually, it looks exactly like that.
It looks exactly like this. Oh, once again, we are doing 15 comics because in this run of the X-Men Adventures, there's only 15 books. I figure, what the heck?
Wow.
Let's get them all
This
out.
looks like it came off a Burger King bag. Especially the coloring, the shading they use on Cyclops and everything. Yeah, just totally 90s. Evil Sabretooth laughing in the bottom left corner. Fox, and then the Fox Kids Network. Cool. Man. Yeah. I'm gonna give this a 10 because Magneto is basically he's showing off, man. He's peacocking there. He's like, bro, look at me. Look how awesome I am. I don't have no short purple cape anymore.
Okay. What do you think, Amy?
Let me think. That's a 10. They were all pretty cool, actually, like covers. So that looks pretty, I think.
All right. And what do you think there, Pixel?
I, the Mole Man, will ring he, Magneto.
I think 9. This is real great.
Yeah.
I've got a 9 too.
Hey, Melissa, what's up? All righty. And okay, so that was RDV started off. Melissa, Amy, have you scored this? I don't.
Yeah.
Then it's just my score that we're missing. Okay. I'm a little different on this one. I'm going to give this one an 8. I'll be the low man on this particular.
It's
the
supposed
party
to be explosion probably of just like his awesomeness, guys. The background.
Yeah, they're great. They really are great figure drawings, which is cool.
All right. So going to the chat, Eric Boyd says every vote counts. Just ask the libs. And Jay gives this a 7.
Ethereal Dragon says. There you go.
Down in Tasmania.
Eric and Boing says 9. It may be Silvestri's art.
Doc Edmund Much says this is a 10. No bounce for me.
Michael Mouse
See, 10. Sorry.
says, oh boy. You know what? Actually, I know it's my intellectual property, but I haven't finished realizing how I want to adapt them yet. I'm giving it another 8.
Let's see. Darth Kato says 10. This one's awesome, except I'm not sure what the background's supposed to be.
Well, I agree with one slick dude. It looks like a leopard skin print. So,
because someone's deaf. In the background.
Let's see.
Yo, 10. I love Magneto's Batman Beyond pose. That's X-Men looking at his pose. Batman Beyond, bro. That's more like Batman, the way he's holding onto his cape.
Did we skip Undead Quinn and gave this a 7?
I didn't skip.
No, he did that. He read it off.
Oh, I guess I didn't hear.
Yeah, sometimes the audio can catch a little bit, but that's okay.
Alrighty.
Desert Rose, it's an 8. I'll agree with Mickey.
All right, and we get Desert Rose 8, and what we've got is 3 7s taking on 3 of the 6 10s. There's 3 left, but 4 8s take out all 3 10s, 1 of the 9s, leaving 2 9s. This lands in the 9s, ladies and gentlemen. 1 10 and 2 9s is where we stand this time around. All right, at this point.
The X-Men Adventures. That's cool.
There's no
Uncle
drama.
Charles, right? Yeah, that was him.
All right, so let's go for book 4 here, and this can go with the less. As a matter of fact, I've done this in the past. I'm gonna just say this one. We're gonna have Amy start off, and I'll give. Yep, and from here on in, you guys can take the leads. Amy, what do you think? Oh, wait, I didn't change the cover. I am firing on one cylinder today, kids.
It's okay.
All right, here is book number 4.
I don't think that one cylinder's even firing.
I know, right? It's not getting the fuel it needs.
I like how the little corner box here kind of reflects like everything else in the cover. That's kind of interesting. Like, uh-oh.
That's not good news.
That's not good news. I like the minimal palette in this. I don't suppose it was. I wonder why they went with that. But it is still really well done, and I shouldn't ramble on about that too much. But it is cool. The figure's all in the red. The inking goes really well with it, and then just kind of.
If you look, she's right next to Cyclops, and her eyes are exploding.
Yep,
so,
that's the episode where she touches Cyclops.
Yeah, the book is telling the story. This is what happens with, when she absorbs Cyclops' power.
Because she doesn't know how to control it. Like, oh, okay. So now it's just going to blast everything around her. Like, oh boy.
It's not the
He
2000s
doesn't really
yet.
know how to control it either.
Yep, it's not the 2000s yet where she can control every power she's ever touched.
That was such a crap decision.
Right?
It really was.
They turned her into they made her the Swiss Army knife of mutants.
Swiss Army knife of mutants, y'all. But oh my gosh, this is just the poses are really well done. The environment. He even renders nicely all the little rubble and stuff like that, and the smoke. It's all drawn nicely. Lots of really good action lines. Again, I love the composition and just the way the layout of the characters and the angles and stuff of the energy blast all kind of line up, and everything's so deliberate. This is such a good drawing, and even the minimal palette is used really well. No, these are just bad.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Nocturnal? I haven't seen you in a while.
Melissa, what do you say?
I mean, this is one of my favorites. Back when I still have it, honestly. But when I got it, I always thought Andrew Wildman was a very cool artist. He was the one that got me into superhero book. I think I'll give it a 10.
All right. Pixel. No, yeah, Pixel.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel.
This is fantastic. There is no calm way to talk about this. First, them in all red, it's beautiful. You're right, it does tell the story, Touching Consequences. It's a great title. And just that action, because we see that pose from Cyclops all the time, Cyclops all the time. But here, where it's coming out, it's great. Fantastic. 10!
All right. And RDV.
Yeah, we got Magneto in the upper right corner. We got Storm. Rogue, trying to help Rogue. Cyclops is kind of let down. Notice we haven't seen Jean Grey on the cover yet, even though she's in the series. And we have Jubilee down there on the bottom left.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's very dynamic. I don't think I've seen another cover like this in any of the other X-Men books. It focuses on the characters, and it tells you with the title, Touch and Consequences. It's Rogue. It's great.
It tells you a bit about Rogue's troubles and Cyclops at the same time.
And what do you score this?
It's a what the heck happened to Zack? 10.
All right.
Zack, this isn't a full house. We're missing a Breen.
Oh yeah, he was here for just a second.
I think is he probably had connection problems. A lot of people are having internet problems or power problems apparently.
That is weird.
Well,
it's weird that it's happening in different places.
Well, there's a lot of storms going around the country too, and plus heat.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, Zack is always welcome. He knows this. I'm going to give this.
What it is? Well. Zack remembered it's Friday night. He can't be around anywhere.
So let's go to the chat, kids.
Oh, Kato says hello to Melissa.
Oh, hi, Kato.
Meow.
Meow.
Tin Tin.
Michael Taylor.
Oh, sorry. Michael Mouse Taylor says, oh, boy, no, it's just another 8.
What? Really? Okay.
It's great, but
Dark
another 8.
Admiral Much Hair says 9.
Eric Boy says 10. Dynamic and exciting cover. Rogue taking Cyclops' power.
Darkato says 10. This is epic.
Undead Quinn says the Fox Kids logo kills the cover. This dead is an 8.
One slick dude says 9.
Well, that's where no, I can't. So,
What?
No,
I was gonna say.
Desert Rose?
Oh, Desert Rose gives us a 9.
And then it's not Corona says, oh, good.
Oh, good.
back to a Zachary Banks.
Blast my confounded cell phone. Oh. Are you traveling?
It's the same wherever you are.
Well, sometimes Zach likes is like, I don't want to go in the other room. I want to sit here and build my Lego set. So he goes on his phone.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, except that he's like a grown man building Legos.
I'll tell you what, Lego has, and by the way, there's no S on it. There's a lot of adult fans of Lego. Yeah, that's one thing they taught us when I worked at the Lego store. It's Lego. The plural of Lego is Lego.
Yeah, they're wrong.
No. And by the way, they're so expensive. I'm amazed that any child plays with Lego.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing though. Like you don't there's like go get the newer ones nowadays, but if you had hand-me-downs, the new pieces are the same like size and everything. You can mix and match.
Older pieces of Lego are worth a freaking lot. Okay, so we had 2 8s, 3 9s trying to take on 7 10s and losing. We have our second 10 of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of now there's Eggo ice cream sandwiches.
What? Really?
Yeah. I don't know if I told you girls. The other day at Kroger, they had Rice Krispie treat sandwiches. Ice cream sandwiches.
Alrighty, Melissa, you're leading us off on book 5.
Oh, amazing! Oh my gosh. That's a dangerous battle. That was the introduction of Callisto and Epic Battle. It's almost amazing. This is very well done. I think I'll give it a 9.
Alrighty. How about you, Pixel?
A more surprising. Okay. There you go, Dragon. I don't know. This one's a little more boring to me, kinda. You know, after what we've had, this is just, I don't know. I'm gonna go like I'll go 7. It's good, but it could be better.
Okay. And how about you, RDB?
10. They're fighting to the death over who gets to be the leader of the Morlocks.
Okay.
Which is actually taken from the actual comic books.
Right? Because it is funny going back and like, hey, a lot of these stories happened in the comics.
It's a boomerang effect.
Yeah. I think, oh my gosh, how is the art in these so good? When you look at a lot of what was being produced at the same time, I'm like, these are actually structured well. They've got good musculature and decent foreshortening, and the layouts are nicely done. It's like, what happened here? I'm giving this a 10.
All right. I'm kind of agreeing with the 7 a little bit on this one. So let's go to the chat, see what they say.
If we go to the chat, we find Dark Admiral March Hare giving this a 10.
Let's see.
Then There, Dragon, when you actually need a real score.
Quinn gives this Foyt, Foight.
Foyt.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, "Oh boy, it's another 8."
Meow. Dirtito says, meow, 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 meow. 8. Kind of meow with.
Desert Rose gives us an 8. One Slick Dude seems to agree with that, giving it an 8 as well.
Jim Sorensen gives us a Jim Soren 10.
Zach. Zach says 7.
Yeah, Zach on Comics says 7.
Zach, return to us. It's you.
What's better, X-Men 3 movie or Venom 1 movie?
X-Men 3.
Venom first movie is great.
Yeah.
I'll say 8. Can't Storm just summon a lightning bolt or more?
When they fought, they were in the sewers and she couldn't. So.
And even said they're not using their powers.
Oh yeah, that was part of it. Yep, I remember that.
Just hand-to-hand combat?
And honestly, anybody who hates this cover is probably just because you're not on top of Storm.
No.
Alrighty. So what we have here is 3 7s taking out all 3 10s. We have 5 8s taking out the 9s, and this one lands in the 8 spot.
I'm speeding on my way home, Pixel, says Zach.
Good. We
Least of the comic covers tonight so far. Alrighty.
In 3 confirmed, he says 9.
Okay.
Does Callisto have super mutant powers too?
I
5
think
or
she did.
Yeah. It wasn't. She ended up having some sort of weird arms, but before I think it was like senses and stuff like that. So it's been a while. Okay, so let's go for
she has a power of grooming.
There you go.
It's the power of looking like a pirate and living in the sewers.
This time around, Pixel. Book 6.
Tooth and Claw. This is good. Though, is it just me or
yes?
Our faces are ridiculously warped.
Well,
he has
Saber.
eyes are he looks like an actual animal. He doesn't actually look like Wolverine because his nose is right next to his eyes.
Yeah, Wolverine his face is messed up, but actual Sabretooth actually looks like he did in the cartoon.
Sabretooth looks good, but I can't forgive that face, really. The longer I stare at it, the worse it gets. So I'll go.
That sounds like my marriage vows.
But I'll go 8. I'll go 8 because the rest of it does work. It's just that they messed up on his face.
I'm Derparade, Dar.
And what do you think there, RDB?
Yeah, I kind of like his face is kind of a little messed up for Wolverine. His jaw is way too wide. I mean, he could fit like 3 subs and then sandwiches in his mouth.
Ow.
He's got talent. Get him, hire him under the bridge.
There you go. Yes.
But Sabretooth, wow, looks so much better here than he did in the actual comic books.
Yeah.
I always like the redesign from the cartoon series.
Yeah.
And they should have went with this in the X-Men movies. Fox, you messed up.
A lot of people wanted the costumes from the X-Men movies when they first came out.
Ugh. But yeah, so did I. I want that giant black leather costume that Wolverine had.
Of course, yeah.
Like Cyclops had. Like everyone else had.
Like literally.
So what do you
everybody.
score this?
I'm giving this a 9. Because you know what? I can forgive the face for Wolverine. I've seen better artists on Wolverine books draw it even worse.
All right. So what do you say, Amy?
I still think even where the layouts and things like that are concerned, these are just such well done covers. And of course, I'm admittedly partial to these. This is kind of cool though. I like the way the title is following the shape of the movement there. That's something you don't see a lot. So from a graphic art approach, I kind of have to give it props for that. That's really interesting. And there's even like the letters themselves are scratched up. So that's interesting. very interesting. I haven't found a good one of these yet, so you know what? I'm gonna give it a 10. I like it.
You know what? I didn't think about that. Maybe his jaw is broken from being hit.
Well, it's a possibility. Just gonna get it back in place.
Sabretooth being one of the people who could do it. What do you think there, Melissa?
I see. Oh, these old covers really were good.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give it a 9.
All righty. I'm giving. I looked at it, and my first thought was, "Wow!" I'm giving it a 10. So let's move to the chat.
Well, I gotta move to the chat, but I like the panel.
If you go to the chat, you start with Zach.
Oh,
Zach's in his native tongue. 9.
Michael Mouse says, you know what? I can't forgive his face, but it's still good. It's a 7. Oh boy.
Oh, she had heightened senses and speed. Now you want to know she was using those powers in her fair fight against Storm.
Yeah, Jim unfortunately can only give it a 6. He's not really feeling this cover.
So he's giving it a Jim Soren 6.
No, you just said 6.
Eric and Boyd says 7.
Wolverine's face is.
Oh, you're right. It is.
Well, not on a kid's book. His face is still on.
No, sir. Let's see. Dark Admiral March Hare goes, nah. 10.
One slick. Go ahead.
Dude.
One slick dude says Wolvie's mouth is so wide open, he looks like his jaw is dislocated.
Or maybe he's going to eat a whole bunch of sub sandwiches all at once.
Maybe he's got lockjaw.
Desert Rose gives this a 7.
Undead Queen says 7.
Darth Kados is 10. Another great cover. Not bothered by Logan's face. Was her face bothering you? Because it's killing me! Ah!
Classic.
MKF30 says, yes, the Outsiders or the Goonies?
Goonies.
Outsiders.
I'm not-
Much brother. This is a Toydles 10.
10?
I go with Outsiders because Goonies is more kids stuff. Outsiders is a little more grown up.
Oh no, I've got it.
I loved it, Pony Boy. So
First of all, I love both films.
And Cherry. Oh, I love
Goonies. It. Goonies is timeless. It is absolutely a
you know what I know
film.
from Goonies? Yeah. The stupid crotch of David being broken, trying to glue it back on, and then like
yeah, I mean it's comedy. You know?
Yeah.
But there's Goonies. Great production, great sets. The action is fun. Both of them have flaws. Both of them have flaws. One of them was for me. I love it for how bad it is, but we're doing this for Johnny. You know, for the Outsiders. The ending was overly dramatic, but it nails it. It's so great. Goonies is once again it's just.
Goonies would have been better if they would have kept the giant squid scene in there.
I think they either needed to get rid of the line about the squid or put it in there. But if you see the outtake, the squid really looks weird. Yeah. So yeah, all right. So let's go. We got all the chat.
Yeah, I didn't care. Like I said, Slothwood to me was annoying.
We got 1 6 taking out one of the 5 5s. We've got 4 7s taking out the rest of them. And then we've got 2 8s taking out the 2 9s. This is an 8. All right.
Oh, man. If I had $1 for every time my mom told me that face joke.
Oh, the one.
What about your face?
All right. Let's see. We got the stop on this. All right.
Oh, my God.
And then we have go for book. What are we on? We're on book 7, and I do believe it's Amy's turn to start us off.
7.
All right. Oh wait, it was Melissa Pixel. This is RDV actually. RDV
7.
7A. Alrighty, there we go. RDV.
Shaver blade stings. What do we got here? We got Cable. And look, he's drawn so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Gambit, he's suffering from the same big mouth. But yeah, they got the Genosha collars on him now. Jeez.
Oh, Jubilee's
Mutants Indentured. Yeah, Gambit's a little off for me. So I'm gonna go 8.
Alrighty, and how about you, Amy?
Yeah, I think this probably happened in, I guess, the X-Men's comic book at some point, but, well, you know, the original series, but I don't really know where. I guess that's irrelevant. I'm just trying to think, where does Cable fit into the timeline overall? Because he was actually introduced pretty early into the X-Men cartoon series, but maybe he was
When
contemporary.
Apocalypse shows us, when Cable shows up.
Really? Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I think it's like the third, second season. Yeah.
Well, I do like, one thing I do like about Gambit is he has this pink shirt without that really complicated blue thing that goes around the collar, which, oh boy, have you ever tried to draw Remy? That thing is just like, why? Like, it's a bunch of crazy shapes. So I'm glad to see that piece not there. Oh, and he's got just a headband. Interesting.
I know, it kind of makes him look like Gambit.
Yeah, it's a little more wearable. I wonder why they would do that with the now I need to go dig up that book and reread it. Anyway, I mean, I would give it a 10 just for the look on Jubilee's face.
I just wish these people who are drawing the mouths wide open would actually look at somebody with their mouth wide open.
Yeah. Alrighty, Melissa, what do you say?
Let's see. Yeah, I remember all of them. The Jubilee one is an interesting thing. I think I'll give it another 9.
No, Kano, he's not clunking. He's just, whatever reason, he's getting feedback on his microphone.
I think it's Amy.
No. Whenever Amy goes loud with her microphone, see, it's just Pixel.
Oh, okay.
It's just Pixel.
So everybody's ducking then.
No. Whenever somebody talks, Pixel's little thing goes quack.
Right, yeah, okay, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a duck. And so yeah.
Yeah, he's getting his microphone, wherever he's on, is getting feedback from his own speakers or something.
Okay. Pixel, what do you say?
Quack.
I guess I'm going quack. But this is a good cover. Better than the last one. Let's go 9.
Okie dokie, let's do that. That sounds good. All right.
Don't you know? Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Wow, the crazy dudes, you know.
Alrighty, RDV.
I already gave it.
You started this. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's. I'm going 7 on this one. Let's go to the chat.
Well, Zach's claiming that Gambit is his man. He says it's a 10.
Well, it doesn't work under my bridge, so he may work under Zach's.
Well, they're both Cajun.
There you go.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, "Oh, but no, it's just another 7."
But that's still pretty good. Wait, no, bird. There she is. Oh, I'll wait till later. Darth Kato gives this a 9.
You know, I don't believe that's even Michael Taylor. I don't see no. There's no color descriptions. There's no.
Have a good night, Eric.
Maybe he's on his phone too. Oh, did Eric go to bed? Right.
Well, Eric and Boyd is taking a night off early here.
Flick dude says 7. These are starting to look like soy faces with the mouth open.
There's a lot of open mouths here. It's very reminiscent of my other job.
Oh, yes. Doc Adam Much gives it an 8. And in case nobody heard before, somebody said 9 for Darth Kato. But what we got here? Eric and Boyd. Eric and Boyd says 5. They look like they're all constipated.
Jim Sorensen gives this a Soren 7.
There you go. Like that fits so well. You have to. Desert Rose gives this a 7. Oh boy.
And Theo Drake goes, blah, 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 blah. Which means, it's just a 7. You can't go, oh boy, like Mickey Mouse.
No. It's no wild turkey surprise.
Turkey surprise? Is that when there's actually something inside the turkey?
It's one of the turkeys made out of different shapes and sizes of dynamite.
Okay.
Okay.
MKF30 is now saying, okay, how about the Goonies versus the Lost Boys?
Oh shit, Lost Boys.
No.
I love the Goonies. I'm going Lost Boys.
So he's saying 4 here, bland cover.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, you're either saying a good movie or a bad movie, so the Goonies all the way.
Lost Boys. Cakes, Goonies.
Wait, you don't
and
you think Lost Boys is a bad movie?
Sucks.
My God, all the
One
bad
of
takes I'm surrounding myself
one of the
with.
most boring films I've ever watched.
You did not.
Yeah,
Okay, you may have watched one of the sequels. I'm thinking
No, he probably watched the Goonies. That is a boring movie.
the Frog Brothers there. All righty, kids. What we have is 1-4 taking out one of the 2 10s. We've got 5 7s taking out the last 10 and the 4s. This leaves 1 8 standing, and this is an 8. All right, cool. There we go.
No, if you actually want a boring movie, Beetlejuice.
You just no.
No, you're insane.
No.
Alec Baldwin and
okay. You know what? Occasionally on Twitter, you'll see somebody put something, and it's just you could tell they're trolling, and they just want to get reaction.
I'm not trolling. I have an honest reaction. If Pixel can say The Lost Boys is boring to him, guess what?
I don't believe him either.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to believe me. It's just how I feel.
I think it's just trolling for comments. That's it. Yeah.
Dude, if I was trolling for comments, I'd be on my own stream right now, so you could get attention, not on yours.
Oh goodness. Yeah. There. This is it. Zach. Well, okay. It moved up. Zach is absolutely right. There you go.
No, you're just
okay. Hold on. Let me actually say so. Let me. We're gonna talk truth here. There are certain movies, when you see them the first time, they're absolutely fantastic, maybe the best movies you ever seen. And then you realize it took a long time to get to the parts that you think are fantastic and wonderful. I don't think Beetlejuice is a bad movie. I don't think it's a bad movie in any way, shape, or form. But if you think Beetlejuice is good because of Beetlejuice, you're waiting a long time before that mother shows up on screen.
Exactly.
So I can see that there was a while, like now I think I told this story a little bit ago. I appreciate Jaws now a hell of a lot more than I did when I was a teenager, because I kept fast forwarding the video to the part where the shark comes, because it takes like an hour before the shark shows up. Now I can appreciate it, but I would have told you that Jaws is half a great movie. Now I think it's all great, but I can see your point of view on this. That while I disagree with you, I actually see your point of view. It takes a long time for Beetlejuice to get on screen. So there you go.
I can't think of a single thing that I liked about Lost Boys. Like, I just remember I did not like it.
How old were you when you saw it?
It was like 2 years ago. Can't tell you a thing. I was...
Okay, well, you're still young, so I'm still going to give you 2 words that I think you liked about Lost Boys, and that's Jamie and Gertz. Just saying. All right. Either that or it was Conan, the saxophone player.
Hey, he's only 12 years old. He's got to wait till he gets that. And then he can.
I have a finger for you. It's coming up.
Sir, if you bring your finger to me, I've got to charge you. Alrighty, so
people talk about the saxophone music. I don't.
Well, Conan, the saxophone player, showed up in a few movies. I think he was in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome as well. He was a saxophone player, and he was buff as hell, and he always had his shirt off and was oiled up. So I don't know if anybody else. I don't know if anybody else called him Conan, the saxophone player, but me and my family did. So
the story takes place in California, and they're one of their like festivals again, and this guy was up on stage playing saxophone with his band.
Okay,
And that's where Michael meets Jamie Gertz's character.
Let's go for book 8, and this time it is Melissa's turn. Oh, by the way, for the record, Zach, Jaws is in my top 5, definitely in my top 10 movies.
Definitely.
I've always loved Jaws.
All righty, we're going for book 8. Melissa, what do you say? Oh, wait, I've got to change it again. God dang it, I'm on the ball here tonight.
Gosh.
Ooh. This was my very first superhero comic book. Yeah,
So that was enough to get you to pick it up, right?
that alone. Yep, that covered.
Look, he's got feet
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
or foot.
and foreshortening and all that.
Mhm.
And it's not Rob Liefeld.
Yep. I got this because I remember I had a Mario paint, and I wanted to do little X-Men animations on my Mario paint, but I needed reference. So I saw that book.
Mario Paint. I still own that.
Yeah, it's still fun. But I think, yes, I just think it's a really still I bias being, but I still think it's a gorgeous illustration, and it was the one that got me into superhero books. Yeah, it's a 10.
All righty. And how about you, Pixel?
It's fine.
Is it fine, or is it Amy fine?
A little bit of both.
Ah.
I don't know. Something about the way that Cable's positioned is just odd.
He's in a tree, as you know. His legs hanging off.
I could see the leaves. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not saying his leg isn't there or anything. Everything's there. It just feels weird. I'm gonna go 7.
All righty. And how about you, RDB?
It's the 90s. People alive. Dudes are like super like muscular bound, have like giant guns. He's in a tree. He's getting ready to basically attack somebody from behind or whatever and just shoot them. I mean, yeah, I give it a Commando 10.
All right. Amy?
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, you can go over there and looking at it now, I'm like, does it have issues? I've never really said I couldn't enjoy something because it wasn't technically accurate in every possible way. It has something that works, and that is so rare in so many pieces. I like it. It's a cool drawing for whatever little problems it has. It's neat. And it is kind of cool how he's up in the tree getting ready clearly to jump down on something. But then you're there too, so it's almost like, okay, let's go get it. And it's such kind of an inviting take on the cover. Like he's inviting the viewer into this action-y adventure that you're about to have. And it kind of mystery sells the book, right? Like what's happening? What's going on? I'm immediately drawn in. It's got the cool details with the leaves. It's just I love it for what it is. It's so great. I'm gonna give that a 10.
Alrighty. I think this is a very well drawn Cable as well. I don't think it's a 10 kind of drawing, but I'm gonna go 8 on it. Let's go to the chat.
If we go to the chat, we start with Admiral Dark Admiral Marchair with a 10.
Apparently Pixel is sunsetting as well. It's not just me.
Jim
Late. I'm tired.
It is. Jim Sword then gives this a Jim Sword 9? Sword.
That works. Perfect.
Michael Mouse Hero says, "Oh boy, it's an 8 and a howdy do to you, Zach."
Is this working? Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey!
Hot dog.
Oh boy!
Almost ran a red light to get here, Pixel.
Oh,
Man, I didn't
Not
you
really.
judge me.
By the way, this is a 10. This is the coolest Cable's ever looked.
isn't it
All
great?
right.
I love this cover. Oh, sorry.
Alrighty. If Theo Drake comes in the 9.
Austin Proctor. He's a doctor. but he only gives Cable a 7.
Darth Kato says 9. It's a good cover, but his foot looks kind of flat. It looks like you're gonna remove him. Like, oh yeah, he's doing okay.
Maybe his foot got stung by a bee. You know, give the guy a little break.
I mean, it's just like it's just like a normal foot. How it gets wide and it gets narrow as you get to the toes.
I can see where they say it looks flat. The shading doesn't help.
Now, if you said it looks fat, that's a totally different thing. MKF is asking you which one you like: Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, or The Mask.
Oh, this is when RDV and I are gonna agree. It's Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, easy.
It's
I like them. I like them all as movies. They're all a lot of fun. But Ghostbusters is not only technically better, it's just more fun to watch.
Yeah. Alrighty then. But he also
and it has a killer soundtrack.
Yeah, it's so great that he would listen to us. He sued him.
It does sound exactly like what is it, Heart and Soul, or what was it?
A new drug.
Yeah, new drug. There you go. Yeah. Back to the scoring. Amy's talking about Desert Rose. There we go.
Desert Rose gives us an 8. And 1, 2.
Yep.
Oh, got it.
Yep, the one slick dude says 9.
All right, and that's the last of the numbers. What we have here is 2 7s and 3 8s, taking out the 5 10s, leaving 4 9s standing. This cover makes it to the 9th. The 9th.
I mean, Ghostbusters are so great that it spawned like one of the best cartoons ever.
Darth Kato says bees. Cable's natural enemy.
It spawned Justice League? What?
Oh, real Ghostbusters beats Justice League.
Oh. The cartoon's so good you can't find it on any streaming service.
Yeah, it's on Roku.
Is it on Roku? Oh, I didn't know that. Never mind.
And before that, was on what was it? I think it might have been Amazon Prime for a while.
Okay, Zach, you haven't let us off here tonight. Let's go with book 9.
9.
There you go.
Of course, I would come in for number 9. Oh, sir, this is not a 9. This is a 10.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is a group shot. This is a battle shot. There's Rogue is the Juggernaut. The only thing missing from this is Gambit. I kind of want to take a point off for the lack of Gambit love, but everything else about this is perfect. This is a 10, baby.
All righty.
I love that everybody is doing their best to, even if it doesn't make sense for their power set, everyone is kind of like, stop this thing. And Jubilee's amazing.
Jubilee's hanging on to that thigh like she's going to be able to do anything. Jubilee weighs Jubilee is 20 pounds soaking wet.
I'm going to rank this a 10 for the Juggernaut bit.
All right. RDV?
I give this a tiny baby Colossus head 10.
Amy.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at it. This is so exciting, and these books have the best compositions. I swear, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's a 10. This is just great.
Alrighty, Melissa.
10. That's a fun adventure right there.
Okay, so let me be the party pooper here. The Juggernaut.
Yeah, every party has a pooper, and it's you.
No, actually, I'm not. This is awesome. When I first saw it, that was my first thought about it. It was like, you know what? 10. All right, let's go to the chat, kids.
Everyone except for the Mickey Mouse gives it a 10.
Austin Proctor gave it a 7.
So we have a 1 slick 10. We have an ethereal 10. Okay, Van and then we have an Austin. What was it? A 7. Alrighty,
That's
we have
Austin Proctor and a 9
7
from Michael Mouse Taylor.
Jim Soren 10. All right, all day long.
Oh,
and then we have a 9. Okay. Oh, you go on ahead with the voices. I'm cool. I'll just write them down.
Dog Admiral March Hale gives it a 10.
And Desert Rose gives this a 10 as well.
I'm glad you liked it, Minnie.
MKF30 says, how about Short Circuit or Little Shop of Horrors?
Little Shop of Horrors.
And
Tuesday,
10.
twice on Thursday.
Short Circuit, Gutenberg, and Johnny Five.
I don't even know
Yeah.
what Short Circuit is. I think
Little Shop of Horrors,
movies.
because the other one has Steve Gutenberg in it.
The only thing good about that movie, Little Shop of Horrors, is Bill Murray and Steve Martin.
You've never seen it.
Oh, and Darth Kato says meow meow
Yeah.
meow.
You're saying that Rick Moranis isn't good in that? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying
dare
He's
you.
saying he's never saw it.
Rick
no.
Moranis is a comic genius.
No, I hate freaking musicals. I hate the singing in the movie.
You know, okay, that tracks. Some people just don't like music.
And I
It just
love the
doesn't
fact
go.
that Bill Murray's like,
Some people just don't like
Bill Murray's
joy.
like, oh
Some
baby, give me
people
more.
just don't like having joy in life.
I know, right?
Exactly. They just want to be Oscar the Grouch.
I don't like show tunes. I'm straight.
So am I, and I've got
So
two kids
am
to
I.
prove it.
Which-
And yeah,
Bad argument.
I
of the
think I
two
like
of
the
us, you're the one without the evidence.
He's got you there.
All right, where are we here on the scores?
I think we're done. The last one I had was Darth Kato at 10.
Okay, we have
got all-
1-8, 1-9, and 13 tens, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best scored comic.
There was a 7 in there as well. There was a 7.
man.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's what I got. I've got 1-7, 1-8, 1-9.
You know, old man, out of all of us, you're the only one with the talent.
I'm sorry, what? With talons?
You're the only one with the talent out of all of us.
I'm the only one
With the talent.
Slow down and
who
enunciate.
went to Thailand. Yeah, okay.
Oh, who went to Thailand? I've been to Singapore. What is that? I mean, what is
I've been to the
Asia have do with
Philippines.
it?
Yeah, it means absolutely nothing. What he's saying is there are absolutely no women there, and they're all.
Oh,
men.
you're.
Oh,
You
That's what he's
had
trying
a
to go
lady
for.
boy. I
where do
see.
you think the lady boys came from? They were born from women.
All right, go for book. What are we on here? We're on
81
10,
slide.
and it is Pixel's turn again.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
All right. There we go.
I don't want to take this cover off the screen though. It's too good looking.
I know. It's
Right?
like, what's coming up next? Will it live up to it? Here you go.
Oh,
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
That's pretty good too.
I'll allow it. I'll
Oh,
allow
wow.
it. That's pretty good.
I don't really. This is pretty great. At least, there's nothing wrong with the faces, really. So, I feel like it may be lacking a little something, though.
Nipples.
Jeez.
Yeah, Pyro doesn't have any.
Pyro has no nipples. That's what's missing.
This is a 10.
Alrighty. And how about you, RDB?
I do like Avalanche in the back yelling. As he looks like more like Captain Frugal.
Okay.
He kind of does. He kind of does look like Frugal.
And here's the thing about too, Pyro was always a pushover when it came to Rogue, because Rogue did not. Yeah. Who's got the echoing in their microphone when I talk?
I'm hearing it too. It might be the phone.
It's the Lesters. It's the Lesters. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Alrighty. What do you
yeah.
think, RDB?
10.
Okie doke.
Because yeah, honestly, she looks like she's gonna kick his ass.
Amy, what do you say?
I mean, look at it. This is great. It's just kind of like, okay, there's obviously a fight going on here, and it's nice once in a while to see a book where the heroes kind of like got it in hand. You're kind of like, okay, because hopefully by now you know that Rogue's a good guy, so it's kind of like, all right, something's going on, and we're not sure who this guy is yet. But he obviously got squirrely, and now he's going to be put in his place. And we're not sure who Captain A is. He's going to be. We're going to be finding out. I don't know. I really like this cover. I think it's cool. I'd give it a 10.
I love the fact that you renamed Avalanche Captain A. I think that should stick, really. Melissa, what do you think?
I remember really liking this cover when I first saw it. And it's something that Avalanche is, but she's like, I think it's purely facial design, and Layout's good. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 10. 10.
All right. And Zach.
Hey, I'm Zach.
Hi,
Zach.
Zach.
I don't know what y'all are talking about, Pyro or Avalanche. I only see Rogue on this cover. And this is honestly one of the best that she's ever looked, honestly. Just the detail on the jacket and everything, the folds of it.
Yeah.
I don't get the. I mean, I understand it's a comic book, but the whole belt outside the tights when it's clearly not doing anything or holding anything up, it's not functional, but it's a good look.
Communicator.
I will say the expression on Pyro's face is also pretty good. Yeah, this is a 10. It's a 10.
The belt is your communicator. The accent part on it.
Oh, does it have a communicator?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem very functional because then you're like talking as you're looking down at your belt.
Or it's who knows? Maybe a garage door opener.
Okay,
Maybe.
before we go to the chat, I want to check something out here. Okay, book 1. Okay, I'm not going to count Wolverine. Okay, let's see. Book 2.
Oh,
Storm.
Also
Storm. So that's 1. Book 3. Cyclops. So that and Storm. So that's 3. Alrighty. Rogue. So that's 4.
8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That's a 10.
9, 10. 11, 12, 13. Okay, in 10 covers, 13 people have their mouths wide open. Just saying. It is a trope for these covers so far.
You ever think they made just rage bait, huh?
Yeah, it could be. All right, let's go to the chat. See what they say.
Let's see here. Go for book 10. Jim Sorensen gives this a Jim Soren 9.
Ah, yeah.
Got on it, Jim.
Admiral March has said 10. Pyro and Avalanche were good comedic relief.
All right. Darth Kato says 10. It's come my garage front and center. What's not to like? It is Amy.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, here's a fun fact. In the original Shop of Horrors, Nicholson plays the guy who loves the dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Bill Murray part is played by Jack Nicholson in the original.
Interesting.
And One Sleep Dude, who's also now known as One Skip Dude by Pixel, is 8. More open soy mouths.
Austin Proctor, who's not the doctor, says 7. The guy on the right's lower half is drawn very awkwardly. Maybe it's the framing, I don't know. Something about the guy to the right. What's his voting habits have to do with anything, Oster?
I know, right?
Spirit Dragon is 9.
It's Ross gives us a 10.
MKF says Spaceballs versus the Naked Gun at 9.
Oh, that's a tough one.
That's Spaceballs.
I've got to go Spaceballs.
If you're hesitating, you're wrong. It's Spaceballs.
No. Okay, let me explain.
Ludicrous.
First of all, Naked Gun, in my opinion, Naked Gun, pound for pound, is funnier. But if you know, and I know, a lot of, and I would have to say probably half of the jokes in Naked Gun were repeats from the TV show Police Squad. So while I think joke for joke, Naked Gun would win, Spaceballs is 100% original.
And it's
I gotta go Spaceballs.
Somebody put some clothes on that gun.
There you go. I know, right? Best Naked Gun movie is the first one. I mean, that is another one that kind of.
You don't like the third one, the Anna Nicole Smith?
The third one's they're funny, but I think they go kind of decline in quality. Although Naked Gun 2 is funny as hell.
I think the reboot will be funny.
I'm hoping, man. I want that.
Especially if they make OJ jokes.
That OJ joke in the trailer. Every time they show that trailer in the theater, I've seen it 4 times in the theater. every time that OJ joke comes up, everybody laughs, like guffaws laughing.
And they got exactly the person they needed to play Drebin.
That
Liam
look in the
Neeson.
face is
Yeah,
perfect.
I could see them do very well. Amy,
You know, the one, like, it took a while for me to go ahead and watch Ted, but when I did, that scene when he asks about that cereal, I understand the tricks of the kids. But if
I
buy
know it's done so serious. You can see the Naked Gun in there.
it's so perfect.
One of the great things about those comedies is they had them play it perfectly straight. So yeah. Okay, so I believe, let's see, 8 was Melissa, so 9 would have been Pixel, 10 was RDV. It is Amy's turn.
What you gonna do?
Book 11.
Oh,
Finally, Apocalypse in the background.
yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Gene!
Every time Apocalypse is on the screen, Rogue is laying down.
So is this the first? Is this the first cover appearance of Jean? Because I don't think she was on the first issue.
I think it is. This is the first time we get to see Jean.
It's way over there.
She's way over there, but she finally made it. I mean, can I give it a 10 just because we finally get Jean?
If you want,
Okay, 10.
we score them how. I mean, this is all about having fun. We score them how we want. Alrighty, so then we have Melissa. What do you say?
Let's see. There's something Rose Rescue. That was going on. Then Apocalypse in the background. I think give it a 9.
Alrighty, Zach. What do you think?
I think we got a big gun from Cable. We got Rogue, even though she's knocked out. We get Cyclops. I also think Jean has the ugliest costume of all the X-Men in the animated series, so I have to deduct for that. I'm going to give us a 9.
All right. And how about you, Pixel?
I mean, the shoulder pads are ridiculous. That is the part that
It's the shoulder bands, the headband. I mean, the colors of it. I don't know.
no, the headband.
It just never appealed to me.
But no, I actually think that this cover is really, really great. This is a 10.
I like, Apocalypse. You know what he's doing with his mouth open? He's singing that song from The Lion King when the sunrise comes up because he's the I mean, he is from Africa. I mean, he's from Egypt, but that's still in Africa.
Sing wanna bing a wanna bomb balls. I don't know what you're saying.
They will arrive on the planet.
I'm thinking.
The first, actually, you know what? I'll say the second one gives the first one a pretty good run for its money, but yeah, I don't know. You know what? Screw it. I'm going second. Second movie is best.
What is wrong with you, MK?
Dang, MK.
Okay, so oh wait, who are we on? We just had Zach.
I think
Pixel.
I already ranked it. I gave it a 10.
You gave it a 10.
RDV.
X-Men Adventures, the crying game. Oops.
Oops, the crying game.
Her
Her eyes, her thighs, surprise. Whoops, the crying game.
father versus son. And
Right?
wait, is that his mama? We don't.
Wait, don't-
Anyway,
Oh
because
no!
Madeline Pryor wasn't in the cartoon series, as far as I know.
She was
No.
in the reboot. Although they don't say how long she was there.
Yeah.
They never give
no.
a time frame.
Well, none of that's explained in the original cartoon series.
They don't explain it in the reboot either.
Well, no, I'm saying, yeah. All I know is that Cable is his son. That's it.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm giving this a 10, dude, because you know what I'm picturing? The Apocalypse in the background. Remember, we have that video of Breen where he's screaming as a cowboy hat.
That's good. That's good.
All right, I'm giving this one 8. Let's go to the chat. 1, 2.
All right.
If we start in the chat, We start with Austin Proctor.
He says he didn't find Spaceballs funny. One laugh, there was such a reputation it had, just didn't feel anything while watching it for the first time last year. Sometimes that happens. If a movie is built up, it's like it just can't live up to it. You know?
That's true.
Well, some people.
House Taylor says, "Oh boy, it's an 8."
You got Austin 6, right?
I met a
Yep.
guy.
Okay.
I found somebody who likes Ry Rosmo's art.
No, you didn't.
I did yesterday.
I mean, I'm sitting right here, dude.
No, you
Someone
didn't.
other than you, actually.
That doesn't exist. It's people who are just trying to gain points on something. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
So yeah, we got Austin 6.
Austin 6.
Michael Mouse Taylor's
8.
All right.
Darth Kato.
Darth gives it a meowy 10.
Hey, the Doc Admiral Matcha Hair. He says it's an 8.
Okay, hold on. I can't get past this. Okay, Riley Rosmo. Really? What do you see in Riley Rosmo art?
The guy
Did you read the Sandman miniseries?
So the guy pointed out.
Congratulations, he might have gotten lucky. Yeah, I read it. It was the least horrible he's ever done, but it was still bad art.
I'm gonna have to just agree to disagree.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. What, like, all you did was, did you see the Sandman? What is it about his art?
I was told that the guy replied back to me, said, "Have you read Batman Shadow or the Martian Manhunter books? Rosmo's layouts are very dynamic." And I said, "I'm not a fan of his art style. I prefer much better artists like Ivan Reis, Gary Frank, John Romita Sr., Ross Andrew, Dan Mora, Brian Hitch, Gil Kane, and Sir Manico.
And Bobby, who just started kindergarten and learned how
I
to
know.
finger paint. Yes, yeah. Everybody who's better than Riley Rosmo. Anyway, I'm derailing it. MK.
Oh, those are derailed.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, you got really derailed.
Well, you know what? And I got paid for it too. Thank you very much.
We're at Jim Sorensen. Whoever wants to take it over.
We already heard that.
Yep.
One Slick Dude gives it an 8.
A bounce
Steel Dragon gives it 8.
No, that sounds more like a goblin.
Yeah, I was about to say that was a good one. MKF says 9, and here's his question: Jurassic Park versus Jaws versus Godzilla 2014.
You're wrong. It's Jurassic Park.
It's Jurassic Park. No, it's Jurassic Park.
Jaws.
As great as Jaws is, it's Jurassic Park.
He's saying original Jurassic Park.
Every day, twice on Tuesday, Jaws.
I have seen Jurassic Park more times than I can count.
Same.
And
I saw Jaws
every
more
time-
times than you've seen Jurassic Park, and that's before you were fucking born.
There is nothing. There's nothing that beats that moment.
You know, I was expecting a Breen comment.
What do they see? The dinosaurs. They're alive again.
I think we're gonna get a Breen comment from Angleton saying he's like, I've seen Jaws more times than you've been alive. Years life.
Yeah, actually, that is true. I absolutely could tell you for a fact I've seen Jaws more time than the years that any of you have been alive. So yes. But yeah,
right, take
Jaws,
Desert Rose
absolutely.
away, Amy.
Desert Rose.
Yay! Let's see, and Desert Rose says, "Oh, Desert Rose gives this an 8." And Darth Kato gives it a Jurassic Park.
All right. Yeah, we got stop.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, so we had 1, 6, and taking out one of the 4 10s. Then we had 7, 8, taking out 3 of the 10s and 3 of the 9s. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen.
Jurassic, not Jurassic, what's it called? Godzilla 2014. That's Aaron Taylor Johnson, Bryan Cranston, wasn't it?
Yeah, that doesn't even come close. It's okay, but it doesn't.
That was not called Godzilla. It's called Godzilla's foot.
No, it was called Godzilla.
Because you only saw his foot.
You could have at least been more fun and made it like the 1999 or 1998 Godzilla with Matthew Broderick.
The Matthew Broderick one is still the best one, other than Shin Godzilla, the new one.
Okay, that's just
one.
That's just now you're right.
Yeah,
now
that's
trolling.
right,
Matthew
yeah.
Broderick over any Billy Bobby Brown.
Okay, wait. Are you talking about American-made Godzilla movies?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Okay, but like, because you brought up Shin Godzilla, as well.
I was misspoken. I was trying to say the -1. The -1 is the best one.
Well, that one's a
That is
Japanese
one-
made
that
one
is
as well.
true.
Yeah,
On that I will
That's a
agree.
Japanese made one.
I know.
Okay, now if you're talking about all of the Godzillas ever, then absolutely I gotta say Godzilla -1 is the greatest Godzilla film.
But out
of all
of
time.
the American ones,
If
and,
you stick to the American
before King
Godzillas,
Kong, you know,
if you stick to it, it's the 2014 is the best American made Godzilla. That being said, Godzilla versus Kong, close second.
That's King of the Monsters, I would argue, is better than 2014.
You think so?
I
The 98 Godzilla movie, because of the success of Jurassic Park, they fucked Godzilla up. Excuse my language, Amy.
Yeah, they made him a giant iguana.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Although the special effects were pretty revolutionary. The special
So
effects
we
were-
had a 10, we had an 8. Now we're on book 12, and I believe that's Melissa's turn. So here we go. Go for book 12. And by the way, so far, Melissa and Amy, this is a great choice for covers. These are kind of fun to look at.
I like the Gadzuki cartoon better than all of them.
Oh yeah, okay. Now you're rage quitting. Nobody likes the Gadzuki. It's Godzilla, and then he comes down and Godzuki. Nobody liked Godzuki. Godzuki and Scrappy Doo could fight for most of the
Hey, we saw that now we got Diddy Kong with Donkey Kong. Can we get Gadzuki in the
Godzuki versus Diddy Kong?
Godzuki kart racing?
Diddy Kong all day.
Yeah. Okay, Melissa, I'm sorry. We really have derailed this show tonight. What do you think of this cover?
Well, I'm glad everyone's having fun. That's what's important.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it is a
Bless
crying
his
game.
heart. I think it's a very good layout. I mean, I understand, the huge wide open mouth, but he's kind of screaming, and that happened a lot in the covers, I'll admit. But yeah, it's very poignant. I think I'll give it a 10.
All righty. And Zach.
So, I don't like Archangel. I think he gets actually more boring after he gets turned into Archangel. And he's already pretty useless just when he's regular Angel. That's the really useless one. He's actually more useless than Johnny Storm.
Go try yourself.
All he does is fly. That's it. Johnny can at least fly and set things on fire. That being said,
I can set you on fire. I have Amy.
I do like how the blades are coming at you. There's a nice three-dimensional aspect to it, so I do appreciate that. The open mouth doesn't bother me so much because the title does say When Angels Cry. Also, I'm noticing the wing is interfering with the title on the top. That's cool. I like when the title on the trade dress is affected. I'll give this an 8.
All right. And Pixel, what says you?
Yeah, actually, no, I'm not a fan of Archangel either. I prefer Classic Angel. I love
Useless
Classic
Angel.
He's fun. Once you get to the point,
You just voice him during the readings, don't you?
huh?
You voice him during the readings,
Oh,
don't
absolutely, I do.
you? See, there you go. Bias, sir.
Well, guess what? You can kiss my bias. I really like Classic Angel, but Archangel, I've never been a fan. So I'm gonna, but this is a really good cover. So let's go ahead and say, no, I'm seeing weird face. Actually, with the open mouth, it actually doesn't look that unnatural.
It really doesn't. This is probably the best one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go 8.
All righty. RDV.
At the time of this comic book here, they almost considered getting Michael Bolton to be the angel so they could sing on his cover.
Oh, I could see that.
This
is the tale of Warrington III.
Literally, this looks like he's got the Khazar virus. I love it. 10.
Kind of does.
All right.
Khazar was a Smurf.
Amy.
Hey, let me think. 10.
Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. That did not go the direction I thought it was going to.
Okay,
She started off with her "It's not good" tone.
we're leaving to go to the chat. 4 10s, 2 8s.
Don't worry. I'm sure
To
someone
the
will bring us
chat.
down. In the chat, we start out with Jim Sorensen giving us Soren 10.
There he is.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, "Oh boy, 8."
And Ethereal Dragon says weird face. Well, Ethereal Dragon, he's actually screaming. That's why his face is that way.
He also gives it a score. The score is 6.
I know.
Dr. Admiral Matcha Hair, he says it's an 8.
Darth Kato says it's a meowy 6. That's not doing anything for me.
Austin Proctor says 4. I don't like it very much.
Fantastic 4.
Oh, Richard is elastic. So get fate from sight.
What is a human touch?
Anything just loves a fight. Here comes the fight.
One slick dude comes in with the 6.
I don't know who we're going to use that voice for, but we have to use it for someone.
You have to use it now. Yeah.
It sounds like Adam Sandler.
Kind of, a little bit.
I was thinking more like
I don't say blah, blah, blah.
it sounds more like you're just trying to channel Bernie Sanders.
No, he's a different one. Yes. Alrighty. Did
Desert
we
Rose?
get Desert Roses 9?
She just did that? Oh.
Yeah, we did.
So, MKO30 says, huh, Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. Or Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. Galactus Cloud.
I've got to go Rise of Silver Surfer just for my personal attachment.
It's Rise of Silver Surfer.
So, I need you to understand something. When I was a boy,
5 seconds ago. Yeah.
You still are.
You still are, Pixel. Shut up.
I didn't have any like close attachment to Green Lantern. I liked that movie, and it has the best end credit scene of all time.
I wish they did something with it because Mark Armstrong is Sinestro. Yeah, that's just a perfect cast.
Also, MK gave it a 7.
Yep, I got it.
Yes, I said that.
Okay, so we have 2 4s, taking out 2 of those 5 10s.
Eddie giving a 4? Wow.
And then we've got 3 6s, so the 10s are gone. And then we have 1 7, taking out that 1 9. We have 4 8 standing. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Yay!
He's right. Dark
I
Admiral's right. With Fantastic Four, at least we had Jessica Alba. That is true.
who doesn't do much for me at all. Sorry. She's like the Anne Hathaway.
Okay.
What?
You're insane.
You are.
You know, between your bad take on Jessica Alba and Zach's bad take on Michelle Pfeiffer, I don't know what to do.
Listen, mine makes sense because
No, it
Michelle
doesn't.
Pfeiffer is like
No.
brain
Because
damage.
you're insane.
It doesn't.
Both of you are insane in different ways.
Go for book 13 here, and this is Zach's turn. Okay.
Hey, we may be insane, but we're not a sadist that keeps watching Doctor Who and talking about it.
That is weird. Okay, so here you go, Zach.
He's got a point.
And Amy is
Alright.
just trying to get us focused. Okay, focus on the cover. On the covers.
What is Oh, okay, I see it now. It makes sense. I had to look at it.
Anytime. You don't have to go. You
I was
can't
like,
stay here.
I was like, why does Wolverine have a giant railroad spike? And I was like, oh wait, that's Bishop's shotgun. This is pretty cool. I kind of dig this. Jubilee looks like she just was out in the sun for like 12 hours. In that
Poor little
corner
Jubilee.
box. That just doesn't look healthy.
Well, she joined the Red Nation,
Oh no!
I guess so.
the Red Party.
She was putting on some blood and it just went out of control. I wasn't sure when I was supposed to stop.
I'm gonna give this I'll give it a 7. The fighting
Alright.
pose is all right and all, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7. I feel good with the 7.
Okay, Pixel.
No, this is definitely not a 7. This is better than that. Unlike the other Wolverine cover, his face doesn't look morphed.
I'll give you that. That's fair.
This is a 10.
All right. And how about you, RDB?
10. I'll just say that I love the floating Wolverine hand, though. I don't know where his arm is, but I didn't see the hand.
Yeah, they colored his arm red with the background.
Yeah, it's not so much the one that Bishop is holding; it's the other one that's.
It's like having the Infinity Gauntlet, but it's Wolverine's gauntlet.
So,
also, I keep
Amy,
looking to see if Wolverine's teeth are like vampires.
what do you think, Amy?
I think this is really cool. I'm trying to think of any other situation in which someone has had enough gall to catch Wolverine's hand. Like he's literally holding just threading those claws with fingers. I was kind of like, that's some precision there, and that's cool. I don't think I've seen another comic try that. I'm like, that takes some nerve. I think it's a cool cover. I think overall the pose works, and yeah, that should be the same now. Have cool like stuff like that. I will give it
an 8.
Yeah, it's a 10. But yeah, I've never seen that. You're right. That's I don't think I've ever seen that pose attempted on a cover, or ever. Just trying to hold Wolverine's claws back like that. That's very unique.
And what do you give this, Melissa?
10.
All right.
So Wolverine, does he retract his claws? Did he cut his hand off then?
He could.
I mean, if he were to bring his claws back,
If
they
he
would just
did
go
this-
straight back into their teeth. Right.
Yeah.
But if he just kind of went down and back, he would cut Bishop's hand off. All right, let's go to the chat.
If we go to the chat, we start with Austin Proctor saying 7.
All right. Darth Kados is 10. This is awesome.
Eddie says, time for future, 10. Score.
Darth Kato says, meow, which is 10. And cat speak.
Amy just read that one off.
Oh, did
There
she?
you go. Oh, no, it's okay. I thought his cat was 10.
Has 8. Don't worry, one skip dude gives it an 8 as well.
All right. But that Mario Kart fan 30 says, okay, movie preface aside, which looked cooler, Parallax Cloud or Galactus Cloud?
Parallax at least it had the face. Galactus was a swirl. It was so freaking lazy.
10.
What
says.
about Mufasa Cloud?
Oh, Mufasa Cloud clears. That's a 10.
Yes.
What's
How about-
happening here?
How about the cloud that had the meatballs?
Oh, that's also a 10. Those movies are great.
Mom.
That's a
So
20.
we had Ethereal Dragon give this a 9. Dark Admiral Warchier gave it a 10.
Michael Mouse Taylor says 7. Where's Bishop's face?
On the front of his head.
So apparently he deleted that his comment, but I'll read out what he wanted to say. MKF said,
Okay.
Catwoman movie or Howard the Duck? Oh, they're both horrible.
Catwoman has Halle Berry, so Catwoman.
She looks horrible in it.
What?
Sorry.
That's 2 bad takes on women you've had tonight.
3.
And they're both against
3.
Catwoman actors.
3. He said he didn't like Anne Hathaway or Jessica Alba. And
Oh,
now
I forgot the Jessica Alba. I was thinking Anne Hathaway.
Jan
he
S.
said both. He
Sorry,
said not,
Jessica Alba is not cute to me. Sorry.
you're insane. Insane.
I would prefer to watch Howard the Duck, the movie, but I would prefer also to watch her as Catwoman. She never looked real in a lot of the iconic scenes in Catwoman, like her walking out. She doesn't. It looks CG too much. Howard the Duck is a stupid movie. So is Catwoman, but at least Howard the Duck is fun.
If I'm watching Halle Berry movie, I think it's called Bosworth.
Stabby, stabby.
Bulworth?
Oh, Bulworth is what you're
Yes,
talking about.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm watching Halle Berry.
that's a good movie. That's a
Pew,
good
pew,
movie. Yeah.
stabby, stabby.
And Desert Rose gives this an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, you found her?
Yep.
Oh, she's done.
And we have 4 7s taking out 4 of the 8 10s, and then we have 4 8s taking out all of the 10s. 2 9s left standing. This one lands in the
And
9s.
Starboy 7 or Six
Sticks.
Boys.
That's Sticks, boy.
Okay.
He's sailing away.
Yep, still 1 9 is left, so this stays at the 9s. And we have 4 10s, 4 9s, 5 8s so far. Alrighty, and we are moving on to
Oh,
book
boy.
14.
not a
Alrighty,
good
we're doing
book.
the entire series here today, kids. Go for book
The entire
14, and
series
this time,
is more than that.
well, there's 2 volumes. This is volume 1.
There's like 3 volumes, I think.
Okay, there's 3 volumes. This is volume 1. Alrighty,
Okay.
here we go. 14 Pixel.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi,
Uh,
Pixel.
Gambit over Gambit with cards lying down.
What about that shit?
More than me, yes.
Why'd you make him sound like he's from Texas?
Because no, if you actually listen to the guy, he's actually not from. He's from Canada.
I'm from Canada. This is a solid cover. I like Gambit, but like the I don't know. It's kind of like it's okay. It's good. I'm gonna go 8.
Alrighty. RDB, what do you think of this cover?
We get 2 gambits.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, it looks pretty cool. And I want to know who this wild man is who's drawing these art.
He's great.
10.
Alrighty. Amy, what says he?
Let me think. Yeah, these are all good. It's neat seeing the same character drawn in 2 wildly different perspectives and kind of the same frame. That's really neat. I like his shiny knee pads. Those are cool. I'm gonna give it a 10. I like it.
It sounds like
Alright.
boots are shiny
Melissa, what do you think?
Shiny boots are made for walking.
in a shiny belt.
That's just what they do.
Ooh.
That guy got in trouble. His weird little like closing tube thing got knocked off. That was a rough fight.
Yep. I love that he gave characteristics to that. Like, okay, I've decided that's the material this is made out of, and this is what's going to happen when it faces impact. Like, all right,
That's cool. I like Andrew Wild, but I think he is still cool. He's from England. I know that. You want to see the convention? You got to go to England.
oh, neat.
So I'll give it a 10.
Alrighty. And Zach.
Oh, mon ami. Let's see here. We got
Not 1, but
not 1 but 2, but it says solitaire. I'm sorry. Full disclosure, I'm not actually Cajun. I'm born in Louisiana, but I'm not Cajun, so I need to stop
You're more
trying
Texan, bro.
Well, my mom's from Texas, so that's where that comes from.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give this a 9 though. Yeah, we got the 2 gambits. One of them's knocked out though, so he's like down on the job. But the art is great. The perspective is good on both of the bodies. I like the way the jacket is drawn too. So that's gonna be. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okie dokie. And I'll give it an 8. Let's go to the chat.
If we go to the chat, we go ahead and start with
Eddie!
Yeah, and if you want to speak like Gambit, you just go start pretend you're Eddie Vedder. And,
Mon ami, my boy Eddie, he says 2 hero gambit. He says 10.
Sir Carol Marshner gives it a 10 too.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, "Oh boy, a 7, but actually looking into the future, I'm going to raise it to an 8."
Austin Proctor says 5. That gambit on the floor should be drawn way smaller at the distance. It looks like he's floating right next to the other one instead of laying on the floor. Oh my
Hey, Proctor sound like he's from King of the Hill.
No, man, you don't know what I'm talking about. You get all down to King of Hill, man. You don't know what I'm
Come on,
talking about. Because
Bobber.
I'll tell you what, man, you just watch an
Wait,
anime
wait,
film,
wait,
you're
he's-
okay. But when you
he's
watch
not-
King of Hill, you watch something more than just cartoons.
No, he's not Cajun.
I know what he is.
Sounds more like his Poppy.
Damn.
All right, let's continue with the scores. Then.
Well, it's like Dick gives us an 8.
The big nuts. Love it. MKF? Yeah.
Mhm.
I got one for you guys. The Crow versus Blade. Why would you even ask that? The Crow sucks. Blade's awesome.
Both are awesome. Blade wins.
Always.
He also says 9.
Yes. Thank you, Zach. You're great. You're like my epic man.
Jim Soren said gives it a Jim Soren 8.
Manga reader saying 10.
Wait a minute.
To manga reader.
Michael Taylor says raise mine to 8.
I already said that.
We're going down the line here. The Dragon says 8.
Darth Kato says 8. Damn, it looks like he's judging himself while having fun.
Yep.
It's such a philosophical cover. I love that.
We're also assuming that it's Gambit that's sitting above him. It could be Morph.
All righty, kids. Here we have 1 5 taking out one of the 6 10s, and then we've got 8 8s taking out the 5 10s and the 1 9 2 8 stand. I think it's 2 8s, and that's where this goes. Amy, can we?
Amy, your
There's a lot of feedback or something.
I can mute, but my phone's starting to die and overheat, so this is
Okay, you got to jump.
Well, you can always rank it from the chat.
Yeah, I get it, but thank you for hanging out as long as you could.
Well, I mean, I've still got a bit more charge on it.
Okay, well, and also we only have one more cover. By the
Then
way.
let's do that last one.
Let's do the last cover, and I do believe this goes to RDV, right? So let's go for book 15. All righty. There we go. And here you go, man. Last of the series. RDV.
Ooh. I don't know what Jean's trying to do. It's kind of weird. Thriller? Looks more like Thriller. Move the arms back and forth. Yes. Cyclops got poked in the butt. It's kind of weird.
Woohoo! What's the floating Charles head?
I don't know. But what's with and then Magneto and Jubilee's got no pants on. She's just wearing a trench coat with a shirt. And this is a weird cover.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go 8.
8. All righty. And Amy and Melissa.
All right, here we go. Right. That's the cover we got.
I've seen that on t-shirts and things.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm going first. All right. So yeah. I don't know. I still think it's a pretty cool lineup of characters. Kind of making that panel of all the X-Men, that vertical panel for X-Men Adventures. We've got Storm and Rogue, and I guess trying to figure out what does telekinetic powers look like. Probably a lot of large hand waving around and like mentally throwing things. So she doesn't always have her hands on her forehead. That's more of a Professor X thing. He doesn't have telekinesis though. He's telepathy. So that kind of makes sense. It's got a couple of floating heads. He kind of does he puts a little bit of the neck on there to give it, I guess, a little bit more like a
holding
bust, right? And we've got some sentinels in the background. I like it, I like the clouds. I like the overall arrangement. I think the artist did a good job with it, and I don't see him not finishing this with a 10.
Alrighty, Melissa.
Yeah, I always thought it was a cool cover. I know it. That version of the floating head that includes the neck. I don't know what people's feelings are on that. It'll vary, but I still think it's a cool piece, and I like Jubilee, and it's fun. It makes me happy. I think I'll give it a 10.
All righty. Zach.
Zach?
I'm here. Sorry, forgot that I muted myself. I gotta agree with Eddie here, though. No Beast. He's the one guy that's missing. Other than that, though, I like the lineup. I like the X-Men. The Magneto and Professor X heads on the side are kind of weird. I thought that like Professor X was getting like the MODOK treatment or something. It was a little disturbing. But I don't know. I'll give it a. I'll give it. What the heck? I'll give it a 10. The characters in the forefront, well more than make up for the weird heads.
Okay. And Pixel.
Yeah, just like the Sentinels in the background, how they're standing is clearly like just a background piece. Just like the giant floating heads in the back. And they're all posed well, but Jubilee's the weird one. I don't know what it is with how they have done her legs. It is odd. I see what it's going for, but it's not doing all that well. But you know what? It's a pretty damn cool cover. I'm going to go 10.
Okay. Alrighty. And RDV.
I already rate this.
Yep, I can see that when I was adding in the score here. Okay, so it's mine. I am going to be the party pooper on this one. I don't get it. It's just not hitting me at all. I'm giving this a 6. Alrighty then. Let's take it to the chat.
Take it to the streets.
Am I sounding okay now? Or?
Yeah, you sound fine now. There's no background or anything.
Okay, good.
Vince Coletta struck. No background.
Oh no. Well, Austin's starting this one off with a 7.
Eddie.
Go ahead, Pixel.
Eddie Rumman says 10 is as the cinema. He means absolute.
I hate that word. We need to ban that word.
Cinema?
Cinema?
Yeah, it's a new thing. It's cinema.
No,
it's cinema. Absolutely.
It's so annoying.
You don't want to.
Like 2 letters away from cinema.
It's overused, bro.
I don't even hear this.
It's a meme.
It is a meme, but at least it's better than the word woke. Darth Kato meows out.
What's wrong with the word woke? It's accurate to what it is.
It's annoying.
It's it's lost all meaning.
Yeah.
People use it for everything now.
Hey, Darth, you like woke things. I can understand why you're upset about it.
Okay, kids, let's keep this going. Let's keep this going.
Of the Marches sets the 10.
That's a great color. Yay! To me, my X-Men. Ethereal Dragon says. There you go. Which is a fairy dragon. 9.
Michael Mouse Taylor, better hurry up and say his line.
Says 8. Who made the X-Men? Oh boy!
Desert Rose gives us a 9.
One sick dude says 8.
And that's the last of the numbers.
Good night,
Have a good night, Admiral. Take care. Be safe. Alrighty, and this one has 1 6 and 1 7 taking out the two of the 7 10s. We've got 3 7s taking out
We got a 10 from MK.
And a 10, another 10. Okay, let me start over. We have 1 6 1 7 that takes out 2 of the 8 10s, leaving 6, and then we've got 3 8s, 3 9s. This is a 9. Alrighty, there we go. Last cover of the night. I just figured, why not? Let's just finish off this volume 1. And we ended up, let me remove this here.
Yeah.
We ended up with 6 8s, 5 9s, and 4 10s.
Wow.
All right. There we go. And let me get the this going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we had the 9s. There were 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right.
Well, that's why. Yeah, 'cause we had 15 covers.
Yep. And then we've got the 10s, which we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Let me put up the 9s here, and we will, or the 8s, excuse me. Alrighty, here we go. And Pixel, favorite and least favorite. Oh, wait, I should go through these again, shouldn't I? And yes, we did have 15 covers. And let's see, the first of the 8s is issue number 5. And then book 2 is issue number 6. And then we have book 3 is issue number 7. And then we have to go all the way down to book 9. That's issue 9 is book 4. And let's see.
I think that book was
book 5. And here we have number 14. All right, there we go. Those are the 8s. What were you saying, Amy?
Yeah, you showed the wrong book. You showed the Juggernaut bitch. When you meant to show I think the other Cable.
Apocalypse, maybe?
Yeah, there's the dying game, and then there is
This one?
Yeah. Okay.
Is this the one I missed it?
Yeah, you did the other one.
Okay. All right, there you go. But anyway, those are
my favorite. My favorite is actually the dying game. I think that is pretty much the best cover on.
What number is that?
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay, best is 4.
Okay. My least favorite one is 2.
2. All righty.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's 1.
Okay. And how about you, RDV? Favorite and least favorite?
Favorite is 2. Least
All
favorite.
Right.
I'm going with Angel Crying, number 5.
Okay, favorite is 2, and least favorite is 5. Amy.
Oh man. What's most favorite? I mean, really, you could just pick one at random. They're all great. I guess maybe I'll go with the first one.
That's your favorite?
I don't know. Or maybe the third one.
Third one. All right.
Yeah, that one's got a funny jubilee on it. And least favorite? I don't know. Maybe Angel.
Okay, book 5. Melissa, what says you?
Let's see. My favorite. Is going to be at number the 4th one. My least favorite. Maybe the first one.
Yeah, there's not a bad one there.
Okay. And Zach, favorite and least favorite of the 8s?
Favorite is going to be the second one, the Wolverine versus Sabretooth. That's the best one. Least favorite, I'm going to say probably the this is difficult for the worst one. Probably the first one, Callisto and Storm.
Okay. And I'm going to agree with you. My favorite is book 2 and my least is book 1. Let's go to the chat where, let's see, Eddie Raymond is, okay, he only gives 1, but he gives the, okay, so Darth Kato, 4 and 5. Alrighty, then we have Ethereal, 2 and 5. Next up, Eddie Raymond, 4 is the least, and the favorite is 5. Okay. And let's see. Oh, wait, favorite 4. Yeah, okay, I got it right. Michael Taylor says 4 is best, 5 is worst. Okay. And then we've got Jim with 1 and 4. All righty. Next up, we have Eddie with 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I think it's ranking them.
Okay. Desert Rose says 2 and 1. And let's see. All due respect, not really a fan of any of these color covers, says Michael Taylor. All right. Let me get the stop. If you haven't voted yet, you want to put it in there, go right on ahead. If it changes anything, we will.
It's okay to not have an opinion.
And MK says 2 is the best, 5 is worst. All righty. And let's ratio these things. And let me see. There we go. And do we have a clear loser? Yes, we do here. And that would be book number 5 with 1 positive, 6 negatives. All righty. Next up, we have 1 positive and 5 negatives going to book 1. Let's see. Any others that's nope. No clear losers, but we did have one that didn't get any votes whatsoever, so we're going to put that there. And it is book 6, so it stays where it is. It didn't get a positive or a negative. Then we have, let's see, 4 and 2, which would be book number 4. So it stays where it is. And then it's between these two, and we have, where is that? It is, wait a second, just hold on. What are we looking at? That's book 2. And this was book 3. It had 1 positive, no negatives. And this had 6 positive, 1 negative. So this is the king of the 8s. So it's 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. At least it made the top 10. All right, let's go to the 9s. Alrighty. Thank you very much, Ethereal Dragon. Pixel. Oh, hold on. Let me show them off again. Starting off the 9s was issue number, issue number 2.
Oh, that's just beautiful.
And then we had issue number 3.
Less beautiful, but still good.
Then issue number 8.
Big honking guns.
And then issue number 13. And issue number 15.
Okay.
All righty, Pixel, favorite and least favorite of the 9s.
My favorite, I think, is actually Wolverine with Bishop, number 4. My least favorite is number 3.
Okay, book 4 and then book 3. All righty. And RDV, favorite and least favorite of the 9s.
All right, of the 9s, favorites. Let's see here. Oof. I guess number 1.
Okay.
Least favorite is gonna be the last one.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna spoil the surprise there, and it's I totally agree with you. Okay, Amy, what do you think?
I'm gonna say my favorite is the 3rd one.
Okay.
And oh man, least favorite. Maybe I guess maybe the 2nd. It's still great, but they're all great.
All right. So the 2nd one gets the least vote. Melissa.
Let's see. Yeah,
Good
my
luck,
favorite. Yeah, of that group, my favorite is still number 8. Number 3. The 3rd one, I think it's number 8. Least favorite.
I know, right? There's not a bad one in the entire run.
I guess the 2nd.
All righty. And Zach.
The Sentinel, the first one, is the best. There is no equal. The second one with Magneto is the worst.
Okay. And let's go to the chat. And we have Eddie saying 5 and 3. 5 is best, 3 is least best. And then let's see. Good luck to Eric, who's going back home, and hopefully he has power. Desert is saying 2 and 3. And then we have, let's see, Ethereal Dragon is saying 5 and 1. All right. Next up, we have 4 and 1 from Darth Kato. And then we have 2 and 5 from Jim. And let's see, 1 and 4 from Michael Taylor. And Zach, he's a lingo maniac. Okay.
Damn. Kind of true.
All right, let's get the stop, and we're gonna ratio this stuff here. Get the nines, and do we have a clear loser? Actually, we don't. We have a 3-way tie here, as a matter of fact, with 2 positives and 3 negatives. So I'm just gonna bring them down in order, and that is book 5, so it'll stay where it is, and then book 3 stays there, and then we have book 2. Put that there. All right, so then we next up, it's book 1 versus book 4. Book 4 had 2 positives, 1 negative, leaving a 1, and book 1 had 4 positives, 2 negatives, leaving 2. So we keep it the way it is right here. Alrighty, so we have 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 for the 9s, and then 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5 with the Sentinel being number 5. Let's find out what the top 4 is. Alrighty, get the 10s going.
Oh no.
There we go. And here you go, 10s. And I'll show off the 10 covers here real quick. And let's see, issue number 1 was the first 10.
Very
And
cool.
then we're going to go all the way down to issue number 4. And then we got to go to that Juggernaut nope, not that one. I did it again.
Juggernaut doesn't look at all like I remember.
Issue number 9.
Also very cool.
And then finally, issue number 10. All righty, Pixel. Which one are you sending to the brackets, and which one are you trying to send away from the brackets?
My favorite one there is absolutely the second one with, Rogue.
The Rogue, okay.
With Cyclops's eye beams, just everything.
How about you? I'm sorry, you got least favorite going. Yeah.
What?
Pixel, least favorite. Yeah.
No, I still have to do my least favorite. My least favorite is actually going to be, I think, Rogue.
Okay.
The other Rogue, number 4. Sorry.
Book number 4, right? Okay.
4 worst, 2 best.
All righty. And RDV, what do you say?
You get the best of both Rogues.
10. 5. 4.
4's best.
And 3 is the worst.
Okay. And Amy.
Yay! Oh no.
What color are we gonna choose?
Oh, I know it's I guess I would say for my favorite, I'd still say that's that book too. Overall, just like there's a lot about that that's really powerful.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, these are all great though. Least favorite? How in the world are you supposed to do that? Maybe I don't know. Maybe 3? Maybe.
Y'all are breaking my Juggernaut heart.
Well,
There you go. Melissa, what do you think?
Quiet, Juggy.
Yeah, I think my favorite's the second one. Least favorite?
there's no battle in there.
No, there isn't. Oh. Alpha fritters. I mean, first one's me too. Was there? I always like the last one.
Book
I
1?
like all of them.
So this is a long time favorite.
Right.
That's
Just really impressive.
okay.
That leaves 1 or 3. Jubilee, you trying to hold on for your life is funny.
It's hysterical.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm silly, but I have to choose someone, so I guess 1.
All righty. And I don't know what you guys are smoking. Best is book 3. Worst is 1. Oh, I didn't do Zach. So sorry, 1 skip, Zach.
That's me. 1 skip, Zach. The best one is 3. I will agree with you on that. The Juggernaut is the best one. As far as the worst,
I know, right?
I gotta say the Last Road, as good as it is, book 4 is probably the worst of the 4.
Okay. I disagree with you on that too. But hey, let's go. We agree on 1, disagree on the other. Eddie is saying 1 and 2. Alrighty. Book 1 is the best, 2 is the least. Let's see. 4 and 5 from Michael Taylor. Wait, there's a 5? Mike, we're doing the 10s. Ethereal says 3 and 2. Alrighty, then we have 3 and 2 from Jim.
Okay.
Let's see. Desert Rose says 2 and 3 from. Okay, we got 2 and 3, and then we have once again best is 3, worst. Okay, 3 is best, 4 is worst. All right, and then let's see. Is that the last? Professor X brother is okay. Let's see what we got going on here, kids. Let me get the stop. Alrighty, we are all over the place. Everything's got a lot of bids on them, or not bids. Do we have a clear loser? We do not, actually. So that one cancels itself out. That one leaves 2. That one leaves 1, and that one leaves 1. But it only had 1 positive, so book 1 goes all the way to the end. And then we've got, let's see. Next up, we've got 4 positives, 3 negatives. And that is book 2. And then we have 3 positives and 3 negatives, ladies and gentlemen, with book 4. And with 5 positives, 3 negatives, a positive of 2. With a score of 2, it is the Juggernaut. Biatch! There we go. Let me see it. There we go. That's what we're sending to the brackets, kids.
Nice.
This thing was usually there's something that runs away with the let me show this off. Usually there's something that runs away with it, but this time around, if you can look right there,
Wow.
everything had its day. So yeah, that was very close. That was a close race. Everybody had a lot of every book had a lot of fans and detractors on that, but there you are. You 3 haters will pay for your choices after I get the governors of evil, says Ethereal. Yeah. Oh, and Anita Bay says 3 is best, 2 is least. It just kind of enforces the Juggernaut there. So, okay. All righty. But there you are. Okay, kids. Tonight is Friday. Tomorrow's our auction. And thank you to Zach, who sent a lot of books. I'm hoping to get bunch of books as well tomorrow. They said it's coming. Unfortunately, the box of 150 comics that I was waiting for never left their offices. So that's on the way and supposedly will be here by Tuesday. And so we'll have that next week and not this week when I need it to make money for the comic book show. But tomorrow we're going to be having our auction and everything. We're going to use a lot of that to go into the comic book show, which hopefully will feed a couple of auctions. Some good books, though. We got some good books. If I have time, I'm going to show some off tomorrow in a video.
If you like cheesecake, I sent some very lactose-filled covers.
Yep, we have.
I can't have those in my house anymore.
Gotcha. We have, yeah. Please, by all means, send more. We got some Liberty Meadows from Frank Cho, as far as that's concerned. I do have a. Did I really send that many packages today? I do have a tracking for you somewhere in here. Also, well, no, Tony Hayes isn't here, is it? Is he? I had trouble with his address.
I don't think so. I haven't seen him.
I need his address because apparently I must have copied it down or something wrong, or yeah. But yeah, we got some good books coming in, and so please come to the auction, help out the family and the channel, the whole 9 yards. I started this a while back when the channel got nerfed, and it's been helping out the family. It's been helping out this, and it's one of those things. It's kind of like you give a super chat, I give you a comment, just that way. All righty, let's see. The other question: Beverly Hills Cop or Lethal Weapon? Lethal Weapon. That's easy. On Sunday.
Lethal Weapon or Airplane?
Airplane.
Airplane.
So,
Combine them.
ladies, on Sunday, what are we doing?
Oh, okay. Well,
Weren't you working on like your own personal?
oh yeah, to find a list of best covers ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a little ambitious.
Okay.
Maybe
Not
some,
do it. If you can come up with 12 best covers ever.
that could be kind of.
I'm very curious to see what Amy Lester's best 12 best covers ever are.
If you think it is too ambitious, y'all could do 4 or 6 and 6
Do you think
on the same video.
Oh, like I could pick out some and Lissa could pick out some, right?
Yeah.
Okay, something like that could be fun.
That's fun.
And
Yeah.
I think I'm very excited about this because I would love to see what you say is best covers ever.
Oh, neat. Well, that could be fun. And let's see. Does anybody like Sensational She-Hulk?
Doesn't matter. We're doing it.
Yes.
Hey!
Do you like breathing?
Sure. That's one of my favorites.
Michael Taylor, I sent you a box of comics already. I don't think I'm holding that many for you, as a matter of fact. Last shipment, I sent a box of comics to you. So, yeah, unless I put them back in the thing thinking you weren't getting them, I believe I sent a box to you.
Anyway, kid.
Time for bed for Pixel.
Good night, everybody.
All righty, have a good night,
Hey,
Pixel.
Pixel, I pre-ordered one of those Disney. Oh, he's already gone. Oh, Pixel.
So we're going to do Sensational She-Hulk comic covers on Sunday, and I'm going to find out why Michael Taylor thinks I'm holding a bunch of comics for him when I think I sent them, because I don't like the implications there.
Yeah, if he's missing some, then, go ahead and make a list, Michael, and send them along. And we'll try to track them down, of course.
Because I swear last week I sent a big-ass box of comics to you. Well, not a big, but all your books to you.
Make your list and check it twice, even though we're only in June.
But but then again, I could have just picked them up and put them down, and I thought I sent them. My memory is not what it used to be.
There's a lot going on, but yeah, if there's a list of things that seem like they're missing, just go ahead and check.
But today was Eric and Boyd, Tony Hayes, and Austin. I sent a whole bunch. Like I had a big ass pile of boxes. I've got some for RDV, Jim and Dominic ready to go, which will either be tomorrow or Monday. It's going to be a lot of comics. I think if I send a couple of short boxes to you, RDV, we're square. So so there you go. And I'm going to try to get that to you guys tomorrow or Monday. We are hosting family right now as well. So I don't.
You must be very tired then, poor thing.
Yeah, on Monday, we're going to be taking them to the airport, and they got to be there at 7. It's like a couple hours out, so I don't know if we're going to be able to do our what's reading again. So there you go. Anyway, show up at the auction tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, and as always, thank you very, very much for watching tonight. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.
Be there or be squares.
All righty.